All right, so again, there will be vocab on your test tomorrow. You won't have a word bank, but I will make sure our words are on the word wall, okay? All right, so the first one, an illustration that has an X and Y axis and is numbered with integers. Very good. Coordinate plane. Okay, number 2, a mathematical sentence indicating that two quantities, guys, here's your clue, are not equal. What is that? Not equal. Think about our notes we did this week. If something is not equal, think of your prefixes. In, you're saying inequality. Inequality, not equal. What is our distance from 0? It's always positive.
0.
So, distance from 0 is called, remember Ferris Bueller?
Absolute.
There you go, absolute value. Sorry, I ran out of room. All whole numbers, negative numbers and 0 are considered integers. Very good. What's the point of intersection on the X and Y axis?
The origin.
Very good, origin. What is neither positive or negative?
0.
Awesome. And a blank integer is always greater than a, okay, a positive integer, I'm just going to put a plus sign, is always greater than a negative integer. Okay, let's look at the next one. We have a number line. Which point is located closest to negative 1/4? What do you guys think? Okay, let's look at why it's not B. Here's negative 1. Is 1/4 closer to 0 or farther away from 0? 1/4? Negative 1/4, it's going to be closer. So C would be your correct answer. 1/4, guys, is not a whole. If we get down past B, we're past one whole negative. We're not at one whole negative. Okay, which point is located closest to 0.5 on the number line?
C.
Very good. It's the only one that is positive. Okay, on the next one, we're going to circle all comparisons that are true. What do these bars make our numbers do? Become positive. Is positive 5 less than 1/4? No. Is 3 equal to the absolute value of negative 3? Yes. So we're going to circle that one. Is 12 less than positive 4? No. Is negative 2 greater than negative 17? Yes. Remember, because it's closer to 0. Okay. Next thing we're going to do, we are going to graph. So I'm going to go ahead and label my numbers. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, negative 1, negative 2, negative 3, negative 4, negative 5. So to graph 2, we're simply going to put a point on 2. Negative 3 and 1/2 is going to be between negative 3 and negative 4. 1/2 is going to be between what? 0 and 1. And then negative 5, of course, is on negative 5. Okay? Look at the bottom section. Evaluate and solve. Evaluate, guys, just means to solve. So, what's the absolute value of negative 2? Plus 10? Very good. Absolute value of negative 8? So, what's 15 minus 8?
7.
Okay, absolute value of negative 3? Plus 7?
10.
And the last one?
125.
125. Because we're doing subtraction, and then, of course, the absolute value of that, which is still positive. Okay, look at the back. Ordering the following from least to greatest. What is our smallest number here? Awesome. Then what comes next? Negative 4. Then 3, 10, and 12. Okay, what's our smallest number here? Okay, then we have negative 5. Then what?
0.
And 9. Okay, any questions so far? You guys aced last week's quiz. I expect the same this week. Okay? All right, we're going to compare each of these. -3 is less than. Guys, it is not equal to +3. And there are no absolute value bars there. Okay, -13 is less than -1. +10 is greater than -3. 4.5 is less than 5.5. And the absolute value of -1/4 is greater than -1/4. Because remember, all positive numbers are greater than any negative number. Don't go back and add absolute value bars. If they're not there, don't add them. Okay, so like for this first one, a couple of you were saying equal. Okay, if there's not the absolute value bars there, don't add them. But if they are there, it makes it positive. Okay, how would we write an integer to represent Sammy lost $2 at the zoo? -2. Make sure, okay, I had a couple people last week just try to put the negative sign. Make sure you put the number. The weather is 7 below 0. -7. I won 10,500 from Publishers Clearinghouse. 10,500. And also check to make sure you're using the right number. Miss Curley gave 10 learning earning points today. +10.
I remember learning that.
Y'all probably did those in elementary school.
Yeah, we did it one year, and then like the next year they just forgot about it.
Okay, let's look at graphing. Here we go. Now, this says two things. Mark and label the points, and then we're finding the distance, okay? So there's two parts to it. I'm going to back out a little bit so we can see our whole graph. Okay? So our first point, we have -2, -4. -2, do I go left or right? Left. -4, up or down? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? And we're going to label that as A. All right, B, -2, left or right? Left. +5, up or down? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay? We'll label that as B. And then we want to know the distance between A and B. So that would give us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 units. Okay? Next point, +7, left or right? Right. 7, -3, up or down? 1, 2, 3. And we'll label that as C. And then for D, +4, left or right? And then -3, up or down? 1, 2, 3. And that is D. And we want to know the distance between the two, which would be what? 3 units. Guys, that's it. So again, I expect lots of great grades like we had last week. Questions?